Welcome back to the channel. Today I will be explaining Venom Let There Be Carnage. The movie starts with scene revealing two main characters of the movie named Cletus Casey and Frances Louis. Frances says her mutation is increasing day by day and she is turning into a powerful mutant. Frances is taken away from Cletus. Frances had some sort of sonic power which she uses to try and escape. Police shoots Frances in the eye and she is injured while everyone thinks she is dead. Frances is experimented upon in an asylum. Then we see Cletus, who was a serial killer. Detective Patrick calls Eddie Brock, who is main character of movie aka Venom. Patrick wants Eddie to talk to Cletus. Venom is shown in next scene in a bathroom having a discussion on protecting city. Venom wants to protect the city, whereas Eddie just wants to talk to Cletus. Eddie meets Cletus and they talk about the news article that Eddie wrote and Cletus wants Eddie to write more about him. Eddie meets Cletus and they talk about the news article that Eddie wrote and Cletus wants Eddie to write more about him. Eddie leaves the asylum. After reaching home, Venom draws the information that was written on the walls of asylum by Cletus and finally Eddie and Venom decodes a location where Cletus hid all the dead bodies. Hence, Cletus is sentenced to death. Venom has two pet chickens. Venom tells Eddie that he was tired of eating chickens every day and now he wants human brain. Eddie rejects and tells that the heat from previous incident which happened in Venom 1 hasn't cooled down, so they should lay low for now. Eddie is called by Anne to meet. There she tells Eddie about her engagement with Dan. Anne asks if Venom was still with Eddie, to which Eddie says no. Anne says, "Hey Venom, please take good care of Eddie." Eddie gets emotional and gets on his Ducati bike and rides away. Venom makes breakfast for Eddie. Eddie receives a letter from Cletus which contains a list of all the horrible acts that Cletus performed. Cletus killed all his family members, so his dad sent him to orphanage where he was beaten severely. Then he met Frances and fell in love with her. Cletus wants to meet Eddie for one last time before he is served a death penalty. Eddie meets Cletus. Venom gets aggressive and tries to kill, but Cletus bites Eddie's hand, and he eats blood of Eddie. Venom apologizes for what he did. But Eddie and Venom has a fight eventually and hence Venom leaves the house after beating Eddie. Cletus, due to blood of Eddie, becomes Carnage, who was very strong and big as compared to Venom. Patrick blames Eddie for Cletus's escape. Venom is seen to change body as he cannot stay in any human body except Eddie for long. Venom goes to a costume party and receives amazing compliments. Cletus talks to Carnage for help to bail Frances and in return Cletus will help Carnage in killing Venom. Venom was partying and gives emotional speech. Eddie investigates and finds about Frances. Cletus finds Frances and finally frees her. They escape after killing every police that chased them. Venom goes to Chan's shop and asks for chocolate. Eddie is in police custody and Patrick asks for explanation for dead bodies found near his home. Eddie calls Anne. Anne comes and tells Eddie about new symbiote. Eddie says he and Venom are not together, and goes to Chan and asks for Venom. Anne understands that Venom is in Chan's body, so she requests Venom to come and help Eddie. Venom gets into Anne's body. And finally Eddie escapes with help of Venom. In next scene, Patrick meets Cletus and Carnage kidnaps Patrick. Anne is also kidnapped by Frances. Frances and Cletus are about to get married but Eddie arrives there to free Anne. As soon as Carnage reveals himself, Venom gets scared and hides in Eddie. Eddie requests Venom to come out. Eddie agrees for Venom that he could eat anyone. Venom gets happy and he comes out and the fight begins. Carnage is very strong so he seems winning. As symbiotes cannot bear extreme heat and high-pitched sound, Carnage is irritated due to Frances using her power. After a huge fight, Eddie is trapped in the debris of Cathedral Whereas and is taken away by Carnage. Francis is held tight by Carnage because her powers made him uncomfortable, so Cletus gets angry. Venom climbs top and Venom attacks Carnage with a rod. Carnage almost kills Venom. But Francis, when pushed down by Carnage, attacks by her sonic sound so loud that Cathedral starts falling apart and Venom and Carnage both starts leaving their host's body. So Venom gets back to Eddie and quickly picks up Carnage's symbiote and eats it. Venom also eats Cletus's head. Eddie wishes luck to Dan and Anne, and Eddie escapes as police had already reached the site and surrounded them. But Eddie escapes and now is a wanted man. The end of the movie. But wait, the post-credit scene is more interesting than the entire movie. Eddie is lying on a bed in a hotel apartment and talking to Venom. Venom tells about his endless knowledge about cosmos and insists on showing Eddie a piece of it. Then the reality switch happens. Seems like Eddie has traveled to another universe. This universe which we know as Marvel Cinematic Universe. The news is playing in background showing the ending scene of Spider-Man Far From Home, revealing Spider-Man's identity as Peter Parker. Hence Venom is officially in same universe as Avengers. The end. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more such content, it means a lot.